Komið þið sæl og blessuð. Hi and welcome back to Icelandic for Foreigners. In this episode, we're going to start looking at strong verbs, particularly how to use the stem forms to predict their conjugations. We'll use the stem forms to find the present tense, the past tense, and the past participle of strong verbs. A quick note before we start, strong verbs are very unpredictable. You can learn patterns, but there will always be exceptions. So this video will explain the general patterns that you're going to use. The only real way to be sure of a strong verb's conjugation is to look it up on bin, or ask an Icelander. Now you'll recall that there are three types of verbs. We've looked at adi verbs, dtd verbs, and now we're looking at strong verbs. So how do you know that a verb is a strong verb? Well, when you see it in the dictionary, it will be followed by the stem forms. It won't be followed by adi, or by d, or t, or the, like we've seen for the other verbs. Instead, it will be followed by specific verb forms, or stem forms. Like að bjóða, you'll see it in the dictionary, and following it in parentheses, you'll see bíður, bauð, buðum, and borið. These are the stem forms. Alternatively, you might see one with only three stem forms, like bíta, which has beit, betu, and betið after. So let's talk a little bit about these stem forms. First of all, they let you know that it's a strong verb. But let's talk about what each of the forms is. Now, the first one here is the present tense hann, hún, það form. The next one is the past tense ég form. The next one is the past tense þeir, þær, þau form. And the last one is the past participle. Now, as I mentioned before, sometimes you'll see a verb that only has three stem forms in the dictionary, like bíta. In this case, it doesn't include the present tense. So the first one here is the past tense ég form. The next one is the past tense þeir, þær, þau form. And the last one is the past participle. So now I want to show you what we do with these stem forms, how they help us conjugate the verb. So let's look at að bjóða, which gives us four stem forms. Let's start with the present tense. Now, the nice thing about Icelandic verbs is for the right side of this chart, we're going to base it off the infinitive. No matter what type of verb we're dealing with, the right side of this chart is always going to be based off the infinitive form. So við bjóðum, þið bjóðið, þeir, þær, þau bjóða. That's the nice thing about Icelandic, is these forms right here are always predictable, except for að vera, to be. But for the other side, we now need to use this form that it gives us in the dictionary, which I already told you was the hann, hún, það form. So hann, hún, það, bíður. By the way, I should mention that að bjóða means to invite. So now that we know the hann, hún, það form, we can build up the other forms based on it. We have þú bíður, it matches, and ég bíð. So this is your present tense for að bjóða. Now, for the past tense, we're going to use the next two forms here. I already told you that one of them is the ég form, ég bauð, and the next one is the þeir, þær, þau form, þeir buðu. So now that we have those two forms in, we build each side of this chart using those forms. So on the left side, we have ég bauð, þú bauðst, or baust, hann, hún, það bauð. On the other side, we build up from þeir buðu, þið buðuð, and við buðum. And there's the past tense. So you can see that we use the forms that it gives us in the dictionary to build that side of the chart using that stem form. Now the last form that it gives us is the past participle, here, borið. Here are some examples. Hefur þú boðið Maríu í kaffi? Have you invited Maria for coffee? Getum við boðið þeim í heimsókn? Can we invite them over for a visit? All right, so let's go now to a verb that only gives you three forms, like að bíta. It only gives us the past tense forms and the past participle. So let's start with the past tense since we already know its forms. We have the ég form, ég beit. By the way, bíta means to bite. So ég beit, I bit, and þeir, þær, þau bitu. Those are the forms it gives us, so we can build the past tense off of this. Þú beist, hann, hún, það beit, þið bituð, and við bitum. So we use the stem forms here to build the conjugation chart. But now let's talk about the present tense. because it doesn't give us the present tense? Well, we already know how to do the right side of this chart because it's the same for all verbs. Við bítum, þið bítið, þeir þær þau bíta. But what about the other side? Well, if it doesn't give us the present tense, then we can assume that we're going to use the same vowel that's in the infinitive, in this case, I. So we have ég bít, þú bítur, and hann, hún, það bítur. We guess that because it doesn't give us the present tense form, so we assume that it uses the same vowel in the present tense. Now this is the general conjugation for strong verbs, and this is how we conjugate it if it only gives us 3 stem forms. There is a slight variation that I'd like to show you with the verb að lesa, which means to read, and it's a very important verb. So it gives us the past tense, but it doesn't give us the present tense. We know how to fill in the right side of the chart because it's the same as every other verb. But the left side of the chart is a little bit trickier. Now, it doesn't give us the present tense, so we assume that the present tense has the same vowel, which it does. Ég les, I read. Now, this one's tricky because the þú form and the hann, hún, það form are a little bit different than we saw with the previous verb. We have þú lest with the T, and hann, hún, það les. Now, the reason that you have this is because lesa, the last consonant, is an S. If the last consonant is an S or an X, then we are going to use this form rather than the one that we saw for að bíta. One more variation we'll see with the verb að bera, because the last consonant is an R. Now, it gives us the past tense, but it doesn't give us the present tense. We can fill in the right side because it's the same as every other verb, but the left side doesn't give us the present tense, so we assume it uses the same vowel. Ég ber. This means I carry. But then the þú form is þú berð with an eth. The hann, hún, það form is ber. It takes this form because that last consonant is an er. Now that gives you the basics of how to use the stem forms to conjugate strong verbs. Here's the summary. When you look a strong verb up in the dictionary, it will give you either 4 or 3 stem forms. If it gives you 4, then the first one is the present tense hann, hún, það form, and we use it to build the other present tense forms. These 2 are the past tense, which we use to build up the different past tense sides, and the last one is the past participle. If the verb form in the dictionary only gives you 3 stem forms, then the first 2 are the past tense, and we have to use the vowel in the infinitive to conjugate for the present tense. So that's the gist of it for strong verbs and using those stem forms. In future videos, I'm going to talk more about some of these vowel shifts, why the forms look so weird, and some patterns that we can use to help learn these verbs without just having to memorize all these stem forms, because that can be very tricky and take a lot of brain power. But there are a lot of patterns in Icelandic strong verbs that we're going to look at in future videos. That's the end of the instruction portion of this video. I want to dedicate the rest of this video to looking at some more examples and conjugating them based on the stem forms. So if you've got what you need, you can go ahead and check out now. Otherwise, come check out some examples with me. So let's look at the verb að koma, to come, a very important verb. It gives us 4 stem forms, so let's look at the present tense. We can automatically fill out the right side of this chart, just like any other verb. Við komum, þið komið, þeir þær þau koma. Now we're going to use this form up here, this stem form, to conjugate the other side. Ég kem, þú kemur, hann, hún, það kemur. And there's the present tense. Now for the past tense, we're going to use the next 2 forms. So we have ég kom and þeir þær þau komu. Now we're going to build up from these forms. So þú komst, hann, hún, það kom. Then on the other side we have þið komuð and við komum. All right, let's look at að geta, which means to be able to, or can, which is a very commonly used verb in Icelandic. So for present tense, we can easily do the right side, just like any other verb. And the left side, it doesn't give us the present tense, which means we assume that it uses the same vowel as the infinitive right here. So we have ég get, þú getur, hann, hún, það getur. And in the past tense, we use the two forms that it gives us, ég gat and þeir þau gátu. We use those to find the other forms, þú gast, hann hún það gat. And on the other side, þið gátuð and við gátum. Let's look at að sofa, which means to sleep. So for present tense, we fill out the right side like normal. And on the left side, we use the form that they give us, the present tense. Ég sef. Þú sefur. Hann, hún, það sefur. And for past tense, we use these two forms, ég svaf and þeir þau sváfu. We use those to build up the other forms, þú svafst, hann, hún, það svaf, þið sváfuð, and við sváfum. One more I'd like to look at, að vaxa, which means to grow. We can easily fill out the right side of the chart. Við vöxum. Note there that we do have the umlaut because the A has to turn into an when it's followed by an U. Þið vaxið and þeir þau vaxa. Now, for the left side, we're going to use the present tense form that it gives us. Ég vex. Þú vext. Hann, hún, það vex. Now, this one doesn't take the ending like the other ones that we've been looking at. Why is that? It's because the last consonant is an X, which is one of those special ones that we looked at like adalesa, where it takes the T in the thu form and the han, hun, thad form matches the jeg form. Past tense, we use the two forms it gives us. Jeg óx, þeir þau uxu, which we use to build thu óxt, han, hun, thad óx, þið uxuð, and við uxum. Alright, well I hope this video was helpful. Please feel free to leave comments or questions below and stay posted for more videos on strong verbs to come. Bless, bless.